Hi, Leah. How are you?
I'm so good. We're on vacation.
We're on vacation. We made it to Mexico.
Woo, woo, woo. We're not in Mexico.
This is my pretend vacation that Leah's taking me on.
Yes.
We're at Las Palapas.
Las Palapas in Saskatoon. We're drinking our
bougie drinks.
Bulldog margaritas. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mine's a strawberry and Prosecco.
I don't remember what this one is. Lime and
Modelo.
There you go.
It's beer. This one's
It's super fancy. So that's how you do it, and the beer will just keep coming out as it needs to, or what? Is it like one of those watering planter things?
You can pull it up like this. Yeah, and pour more in. But sometimes...
Oh my god, that's dangerous. That is so good. I feel like there's an accident. I need paper towel.
Put it in.
No.
Drink,
I knew it.
Drink.
I fucked up.
I wonder if the people that listen to like our podcast and just listen and don't watch, is every episode like super confusing? Because I feel like this is more of a visual experience than...
Right, yeah. So we're in this place. If you don't know what Las Palapas is, have a look online. But it's like, it's just super cool. It's like grass hut kind of vibes and Mexican feels. We ordered some tacos.
Let's switch.
Fish taco.
Yeah, we got fish tacos.
Ooh. Cheers again.
Cheers again.
Another time. Oh,
that one's good too. That's totally different.
Like I said when she first brought it, another round. Immediately another round.
Yeah. They're both good.
Someone's gonna need an Uber.
Yeah. So we've already ordered our food. Our food's gonna show up, but
what are we gonna talk about?
We're gonna talk about kind of serious things.
Oh,
like a little bit. Lately, I have been having some serious senior moments.
Oh, as if.
No, for real. Like, and it's going beyond, like, everybody's done this, where you, like, walk into a room and you're like, why am I in this room? Yeah. I came here for something.
Yeah.
But I cannot remember. I'm drinking beer and I'm going to belch through this entire episode again.
That was cute when we did that.
It was cute.
That one got a lot of views. If you haven't seen it yet.
People like my belching?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Everyone's talking. I mean, if you haven't seen it and you're not talking about it, who are you even?
Yeah. Get with it.
Get with it.
So,
anyways.
Yes.
Senior moments.
Senior moments. I honestly forgot what we were talking about, so thank you for bringing me back on topic.
This is why you need a podcast partner.
Yes.
Don't do it by yourself.
So, everybody has senior moments. Lately, I have had, like, some serious senior moments. Like, having problems. Just with...
Are you pissing yourself?
No, nothing. No, nothing like that. Just
I work with
like,
predominantly seniors, so...
having, like, getting times mixed up for different events and getting, like, just, like, things that, like, I'm usually really on the ball. And I just feel like I have not been on the ball lately. So, I have looked up different tips and tricks, and I think we should talk about these.
Let's do it.
And it's different ways of keeping your mind sharp.
Oh.
Yep, sharp minds. Smarticles.
Smarticles. I like smarticles.
I did do a little bit of research, and we're sitting incredibly close to the blending machine.
We just noticed that.
Yeah.
It's the vibe. So, we're going to go with it?
It's the vibe. Sorry. So, the one thing that, when you get older and you start to have these senior moments and you start to have, like, these blanking out moments, online, science says there's actually, like, aging alone shouldn't trip you up so much. It actually has, like, more to do, like, that's
just like genetics and who you are.
It's more of an indicator of, like, maybe Alzheimer's or dementia or, like, something like that.
Do you have that in your family?
No, I don't think so. No.
I have a grandfather who.
Do you? I had a great uncle who had dementia and all, like, but it was diabetes stemmed.
What did they get? Sorry. I just thought of the next drink we're going to order. I think it's a drink. Anyways. Senior moments.
So there is actual science that says that there are, like, things that you can do to maintain brain health, to, like, ward or fight off Alzheimer's and dementia and stuff like that. I think the more senior moments I start to have, the more I start to feel like my brain is out of shape.
So is it just crosswords? Because I really don't like crosswords.
Well, no, it's not just that. But okay, I'll start there.
Okay, how did you do this? So before you start, you just a little bit.
Yeah, just pull it out a little bit so that it looks like enough.
Just the tip.
Yeah, look, it's already empty though. Yeah,
just the tip. Though.
Yeah. So you meant to have just the tip, but
I took the whole thing.
You took the whole thing. So,
no control.
I have to lean forward.
Yeah, you got to catch up.
That's good. Okay.
Okay.
So, I'm starting to feel the bulldogs already, so I'm just going to go in order. I know you said something and I forget what it was.
Me too.
Okay. So, number
alcohol.
one. That is on the
not going to happen.
But we're going to get back to that. Okay. So, there's like a good side and a bad side of that.
Yeah.
Staying active. Okay. Like being like physically active is supposed to help your brain also. So fit body, fit mind.
Yep.
And all that kind of thing. And so I know you've been working out lots lately and you've been doing a lot of things. I've scheduled to have a kickboxing where they just tutorial you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have that tomorrow.
I think that beating the shit out of something sounds like lots of fun.
I think
a great way to use to do exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other thing was getting enough sleep. Do you get enough sleep?
I'm generally pretty good, and not because I'm just super because I respect the amount of sleep I need, but because I'm just actually nope, 9 o'clock, I'm ready for bed.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people, I could just sit here like this and I could fall asleep if I'm tired.
Put a movie on, I'm done. I cannot watch. I'm narcoleptic as soon as the TV's on.
Movies are meant to fall asleep to.
Yeah. I agree completely.
All right.
So, no smoking. So, to have a sharp brain, no smoking.
All right. Noted.
So, yes, noted. Good social connections.
I got lots of those.
Yeah, and I think that they don't just say social connections. It says good social connections, and I think that was actually something kind of important to highlight on.
So positive relationships.
Yeah, positive relationships, hanging out with people that, can challenge you in conversation, or you can have good conversation.
So we have to podcast. We have to podcast till we die,
right? This is saving our brains right now. This is us not getting Alzheimer's.
This is what prevention looks like.
However, if someday we get Alzheimer's, then we retract that.
I feel like I also need to drink water today. Yeah. Cheers. Water.
Cheers
H2O.
to water.
Is that on there? Drinking H2O?
It's actually not. So we don't need to do that.
Okay. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. These are amazing. The coconut shrimp at Las Palapas this is the famous thing on their menu. They're going to be really freaking hot, so we're going to ask one more question, and then we're going to come back to the shrimp.
Okay.
Or not one
I'm
more
so glad
question,
I have someone like you to guide me through this experience here
I
today.
have burnt my mouth on these so many times. It's a thing. I feel like I do need to show it off, though. This shrimp is
good.
Money. Okay.
For those of you that are listening and not watching, it just looks really fucking good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next on my list is only having one alcohol a day.
Oh. Can you save these?
I don't think so.
Oh.
However, there is a however, and that's the bright side.
I love a however.
I know.
Especially in regards to the intake of alcohol.
Loopholes. So it does say it recommends a Mediterranean diet. And so I actually...
Tell me about the Mediterranean diet.
I had to look that up also. I wasn't sure what a Mediterranean diet is. So it says lots of fruits and veggies, whole grain, so whole grain breads, whole grain pasta, more seafood, poultry, beans, less red meat, but not none, just less.
Yep.
And then, yes, red wine.
Oh, well. That's basically, I love fish, and, like, I'm like a white meat.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one, that's what I would pick. I could probably live off of fish,
I
actually.
do really
love
enjoy a steak, but, like, I could do seafood all day also. Like, I think I just like to eat.
I think I'd rather have a really good piece of fish than a piece of steak at this point. I'm kind of over steak. Cool. Don't come at me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but fish goes with white wine and not red wine.
That's so funny, because I like red wine better.
And honestly, I don't know if it matters. But anyways, red wine, but they say in moderation. So they don't just say one, they just say in moderation.
So that's
some.
Yeah, so there's no loophole.
Yeah, so some.
That's what moderation looks like to you and what it looks like to
That's right.
like your mom.
Different things.
Maybe not.
Yeah. If you watched our Mother's Day episode, you'll know that we got it from our mama. We got it from our mama.
I feel like dancing already. I just want to abandon all my responsibilities today and just get fucked up.
Right?
Can we
Should we quit? Should we quit right now?
No, we'll keep doing this.
We'll keep doing this. And that, but after that.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to seriously talk about this after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah. To bad decisions.
Bad decisions.
Okay.
All right.
Now, so I got this list from like one site, but I was like, you know what? I feel like there needs to be like brain exercises, like things that you can do that like make your brain better. Like this is like healthy eating, physical like exercise.
Things that nobody wants to do.
Those are all the things that we're supposed to do for like overall health, but like I wanted to find things that like tackle your brain specifically.
Okay.
And keep your brain sharp.
Are you going to make me do some of them today?
No, I'm not. No one. Well, I mean, maybe we could, but no.
That would have been an idea.
Okay.
But that's the one I went with.
And I want to know your thoughts on these last three ones specifically. So the first one is learn a new language. That's what they recommend for keeping. Do you speak any other languages besides
a little
English?
bit?
Yeah. What other languages do you speak?
So, well, I mean, I know a bit. Like, I took core French in high school and studied it very poorly in university, French. So I have a much better like hearing and understanding than I do coming up with the words and speaking. Je parle français un peu.
Yeah, un peu.
Yeah.
So my family is very French, and I was almost fluent up until I was 12, and then lost it. Like
something else we have in common.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I don't have that history with French, but like I'm also very French.
Yeah, I remember being at a family reunion, and my great-grandmère was there, and I had to one of the other cousins said a speech, and then I translated it to French, and I read the same thing en français.
Aww.
And that was like, I was 10 or 11 or 12 or something like that at that age, and so, it was my great-grandma Gauthier was there. So.
I have a funny story about language.
Please
I don't know if I've told
me.
this story before. I don't think I've told this one on the podcast.
Tell me.
I love that we have so many podcasts now. I'm like, I don't know if I've told this story yet.
Yeah.
This is where we're at.
At some point, we're going to start repeating ourselves.
Right? So if you can just call me out, I don't even give a shit. So,
I'm going to eat this shrimp while you're telling
you do
story.
that. When I was, after high school, I went to Taiwan and taught English for a while. I followed a boy there. And he had gone ahead a little bit before I ended up going. Mm-hmm. And so there were a lot of things that he kind of paved the way for, and certain like phrases and things that he taught me so that you could get by when you were not around English-speaking people. Most people there do want to try to speak English to you because they want to learn from you. It's a very prestigious thing for them to have English-speaking friends and like all of that. Yeah,
with traveling as well.
So mostly it was good, but anyways, so I was taught that to use, like, to ask for a bathroom with something like meow meow or something like that. And so we would be out at you'd get invited to nice places because you're white and I was blonder at the time and like you would go to all these super, super fancy places, and when I would ask to use the bathroom, I would say meow meow. And people would laugh, but they always laughed when I tried to speak Mandarin because I probably sounded just absolutely ridiculous. So, anyways, the day that, right before I leave, somebody we're out with friends, like, for, like, a goodbye party, and they, I need to use the bathroom, and so I say those words, and one of my friends looks at me and just starts laughing, and I was like, what is so funny? And was like, do you know what you just said? And I was like, well, I just, like, you know, said, like bathroom, like, I have to go to the bathroom. He's like, you just said what the little kids say when they have to go pee-pee. Like, what you said was, like, pee-pee. So, like, the whole time I was there, like, the whole, like, 9-10 months I was there, every time I asked for a bathroom, I was saying pee-pee.
I love that.
It's a good story, huh?
That is a really good story.
It's pretty funny, too.
No, I love that. Oh, shit. Oh.
We're going to pause for a second.
Still going.
All right, I unpaused it. So we're back.
Okay. So we're having some video issues, but
it's okay.
Yeah. If the video ends up going out, we'll just put like some nice like palm trees and stuff like that in the background, and it's basically the same. So so learning a new language. I've tried learning a new language. I'm not very good at it. My partner is fluent in Spanish, which is awesome.
Very helpful, I'm sure.
Yeah. We've gone to Morocco, where the southernmost part is French-speaking and Arabic, and the northern part is Spanish-speaking and Arabic. And oddly enough, we speak very little Arabic. And so when we were in the southern part, I spoke a lot of, like, I did all of the French speaking. And it was funny how, like, when you're in the moment, like, you have no other options of what language to speak. It actually came, like, I was actually really surprised. I really surprised myself, and I was able to, like, communicate my needs. Except we did get, hi, come on in.
Thank you.
Fish with the chicken.
Oh, that's me over here. Thank you so much.
This is for you here. Just put it here. Thank you so much.
They're so good.
Is there anything else I can get for you guys right now?
I think
nope. This looks wonderful.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
Do you care if I double dip?
No, do it, man.
You should see these tacos.
Yeah. This is yummy.
Look at all the meat on yours. You got all the meat.
Yeah, all the meat. I forgot to say no red onions, but that's okay. I can pull those up.
I can put them on mine.
You want to put them on yours?
Yep.
All right. There you go. One on each.
I like a good raunchy breath.
Yeah, I don't even remember if I finished telling my story. But anyways.
Languages.
I was able to
Morocco.
recall a lot more than I thought. So my brain works maybe a little bit better than what I thought it was. The other thing is to start a new activity to help your brain. And when you said crosswords, and you were like, do I have to do crosswords? So the one thing that they said is they were like, you know, if you happen to be like really good at crosswords, then go do something else. Don't do crosswords. Like go do something that like actually flexes your brain.
Math.
So if there's like things that like you find a little bit more challenging, do those things and like, you know, actually like force yourself to learn something more new. So, yeah. And the last thing that they suggested was meditation.
Yeah, I like that.
Do you meditate?
Yep. On the toilet every morning.
I'm on my phone on the toilet every morning. And so I don't think that's the same thing.
No.
And
I do have moments of quiet reflection. Like I used to call it prayer when I identified more as a Christian. Now it's meditation, that I'm just more of a spiritual being than I don't identify with a certain
I like
religion.
having alone time in the morning. And actually, I told someone this story just recently that, like, my routine in the morning is I get up, like, a couple hours before anybody else in my home. Mm-hmm. And especially in the summertime, I like to get up. I go outside and I water my plants and you know, do that kind of a thing. And the person's response to me was, oh, what a good meditation. And I was like, is that what I did? Because I always thought that would be something I really, like...
That's so interesting.
It's,
but yeah,
you know, I
meditation.
just go out there and I think about, like, nothing, right? Like, it's whatever comes to your head, but it's because I'm doing something so pleasant and relaxing to me that I'm never, using that time to, like, overthink or worry about something. And so, yeah.
These green peppers are jalapenos.
That's
It's going to go straight to my asshole if it's a jalapeno.
That's a jalapeno.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry for the TMI, everybody. Trigger warning, I'm going to talk about my butthole.
But yeah,
Anyways,
that is like, so that was all of the advice that,
do you like more jalapenos?
Sure. Do you find that, do you ever feel like you're losing your faculties?
Well, I was just talking about my asshole blowing out, so.
Maybe.
Yes.
Not those faculties?
No, my brain faculties? Absolutely. But my brain is probably most easily, probably like most people, affected by nutrition.
Yeah.
So, like, skipping a meal or waiting too long, you know, and this, like, whole journey thing that I'm going on right now is trying to, like, do better. With this whole journey thing of, like, trying to do better, metabolism is something that I'm learning about, how it works and what it does and all that stuff, and I have to eat more frequently, and it's annoying. Having to take the time to eat is very annoying, but I notice it when I miss meals.
I've always been a person that I've always, I guess, unintentionally fasted, and what we used to call that was skipping breakfast.
Yeah.
And so I've always, like, skipped breakfast, and I usually don't eat until noon or much. Like, I'll forget to eat. But now with, like, a new kind of medication that I'm on, I have to take the same time every day, and I do it at 9:30 in the morning, and so I have to force myself to eat. And that has actually become, like, one of the hardest things for me to do, is to force myself to eat in the morning.
My trainer likes to give me ideas like, have a smoothie or, like, have this, and sometimes I resort to, like, a protein shake with, like, the minimum amount of liquid that it needs, and I just chug it. Just to get something down, because taking the time to eat I find annoying.
Yeah. So I have one advice question. Okay. So this question, it's really just, it's not from anybody, it's from, like, my own thing. But on, like, this theme of keeping your brain sharp and stuff like that, what is it that you need to, like, make sure that you start, or, like, I guess, how do you know that you're still feeling sharp? Like, do you have any, like, checks and balances? I'm a list maker. So this is where I'm going with this, is I'm a list maker. And I can't always be at my desk, though, right? Or have, like, my list around me. And so it's, like, in my head all day long. I'm like, you know, eggs, milk, bread, like, all day long. And then at the end of the day, I always go back to my list, and it's kind of like, well, how many of these things did I actually check off? Right. And then I'll, you know, try and finish off whatever I didn't do.
I'm, like, a very disorganized person. I'm sure you're learning this about me.
The organized chaos.
So I would say I probably have a system that I don't even notice that I kind of do, but not really. Like, I am very much like, I need to write things down. Or, like, put it in my phone. Like, I just, you know, when you go to the dentist or the doctors and they want to give you a little card with, like, your next appointment date, and you're like, no, I'm putting my phone right now. Like, I will lose that card by the time I get to my car. And that will be that. So,
I've been a medicinal cannabis user for, you know, the better part of 20 years.
Before it was medicinal?
Yeah, well, before it was legal, that's for sure. I had, like, my own special legalization. And so I have habits that, like, I keep in place that I can, like, like, where the places that I keep my keys or I keep my phone, or, like, you know, it's, I kind of have, like, these different, like, checks and balances, and I'll be at my desk at home and my partner will be like, your phone's over here, you come and bring it over here. If he moves it or, like, brings it over to me, the whole system is fucked. Like,
you are not helping, but thank you
that
for
is
trying.
not helping. I have a system.
Yeah, it's funny how you can know exactly where everything is, even if it's, like, in my sewing room is a great example of that. Like, every so often I go through a big blitz and I organize it all and I keep it super neat and tidy, and I love the feeling of it. Like, starting a new project with a completely, like, clean and organized room is amazing, but I know where nothing is when I do that.
Yeah.
But I can tell you what is in the pile at the end of my cutting table, even though the stack is, like, this big of different fabrics. It's like, I know what's there. But if I put it where it belonged, I wouldn't know where it was.
No, that makes perfect sense to me.
I don't know if that answers your question.
No, I think it does. Yeah, in a roundabout way.
Yeah.
So, I'm anxious to eat my food now.
Are you?
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah. Good chat?
Yeah, good chat.
All right.
I have one more thing to say.
What?
So I've heard research suggests that the best way to keep your mind sharp is to tune in to a little extra every Saturday morning.
Science.
Science says.
Nailed it.
Good job.